What if you would like to draw snow, falling snow in 3DCoat? Well, there is a technique for that. Actually, there are several techniques for that. I immediately created a Vox layer and just drew something over here, which will be our terrain, for example. So I am creating a little bit of a terrain, which is very satisfying to do. And I will be positioning this, cutting off what I do not need. I don't need a bunch of this. Okay. Oh, this looks so good. Like, because of the sphere tool. Great. And maybe go to front view. I said front view. Okay, you have to have a num lock on. I'm gonna lay this on the ground. Go back to the sphere tool. Whoops, sorry, control. And okay, so I just wanted something interesting to draw on. And let's say that this is interesting. Okay, so I will also draw another layer for the snow to actually fall on. And I will use the on plane feature, press X to make my, so you have to be on this one, plane defined by right mouse button, facing the Y positive, so facing us, and the base of the plane that we are drawing on, this red thing, will be at 0, 0, 0. Okay, and I have the sphere tool on this. Good. I mean, just this isn't part of the tutorial. This is part of having fun creating your little sandbox for what you actually want to do. Okay, and we have our sophisticated, terrain that we want the snow to fall on. Let's even resample this to something low res, because this isn't the point, is it? Okay, there you go. We would like to have falling snow. Okay, maybe up-res this a little bit. Good, there you go. We're done with this. Let's create a new layer. And let's go into front view, use the good old sphere tool, and use this brush. Yes. So we are going to create snow. I'd like this to be snow colored, so I'm going to uncheck cavity. We don't need cavity. And it's going to be something like this. Gloss is unneeded over here. A little bit darker, so good. So obviously this isn't what I am trying to show you, but if you like it, then take it. You can have cool pieces of snow falling in this way as well. Now, what I am trying to show you is the sphere tool. Okay, let's press W. We need a really low resolution layer for this. So I'm going to resample this to something insanely low. Okay, there you go. For the sake of visuality, let's use flat shading. It's just more pleasant to look at in my case. Okay, I am clearing the layer. And now I will be using the sphere tool again. Okay. And Control Z, Alt X, sorry. That's my hotkey for clearing the layer. And I'm going to use jitter. Okay, jitter is, I'll tell you what jitter is. It's this. It's exactly this. Uh, 3DCoat starts throwing these spheres all over the place in 3D space. But we can even enhance this effect by increasing the spacing of our brush stroke, maybe to 2 instead of 4. Okay, there you go. This is more like it. Don't worry if the scale of your snow isn't exactly what you are after. You'll worry about that later. You know what? This is the end of the tutorial. This is what we wanted. Now, if you would like to have this be more smaller in size, you can either Shift R and scale it down and have this localized snow effect. And but you can do one other thing. I mean, if you want the snow to actually be on the ground as well, I mean, why did we create the ground in the first place? You can duplicate this layer and press Alt X, go back to your sphere tool and draw on your ground. Now I'll press Alt X to clear this layer. Actually, I'll resample this layer to something really low. The jitter position needs to be lowered because, yes, so does the spacing. Let's put it to 0.3. Good. And now all we need to do is maybe increase the resolution of this layer, res it up, clean it, and even the jitter position can go even lower. And there you go. We are painting snow on a surface. Now we can press the smooth all function to, make it more smoother. And if we don't want certain snowflakes, then we can, aggressively art direct it. Cut this off, cut this off, maybe these bigger ones. And if we up-res this, then some of it will disappear, but no worries. You can go crazy with this stuff. So this was snow. What if we want to do something interesting such as fire? Okay, we can do fire as well. And bear with me, this will be better. Resample this to something really low. Alt X. And okay, this will be fire. Maybe. Smooth it out. I mean, res it up. Or immediately we get these nice little remaining elements of our upresing. I don't know how to say it better. And we can go further and art direct this fire, like to our liking, and even cut a hole in it and open it up even more. We can do all the fancy things. We can even resample it higher in this way. And I don't know, fire has all these nice silhouettes. I will be doing a video about controlling silhouettes in 3DCoat, but this is the gist of it, what I'm doing right now, which is using the cut tool or these really aggressive trimming tools that basically, let you be as surgical with the silhouette as you'd like. Okay, I'm not going to finish this. You can do it yourself if you choose to follow any of my tutorials. And let's make the snow we had something wood-like. Okay, we are mixing things up. And here's another trick to create firewood. And for this, we are going to use the 2D paint tool in a weird fashion. It's going to be weird. So whoops. Okay. So I am preparing my brush to be a fire log. In this case, we would like to use plain and defined during painting, which means that we are going to paint on whatever our brush touches. That will be our initial launch point. Okay, and so in this case, I'm on the brown layer. I'll duplicate this, and yes, I'll empty it, but I'm gonna make it a different color. Still gonna be, this is gonna be our firewood. So going back to the 2D paint tool, if I just press, if I just press on this, okay, you will see that something interesting is happening, but you wouldn't call this excellent because we need more resolution in this case. So I'm going to up-res this to something higher and clear the layer. And now, okay, okay, we need shorter logs. So again, I'm going to up-res this, clear it, and position my wood. I think the fire needs to go, and I'll go back to the logs, clear it. I'm also going to hide this, which is the ground. And then going back to the logs, I will now position my fire logs. And I think this is pretty cool to have a fire like this. Now, what I actually wanted to show you is you can go really crazy with the jitter tool, and I'm going to up-res this. So look, for the whole scene, we have 80,000 triangles. That's not much. That's very low. So I'm going to up-res this. Don't mind the pixelated quality of these. We'll be more. It'll be better. So I'm going to just rename this logs, fire logs. So I want to use jitter, and you'll see why. Yes, that's too much. But what if we don't want to position it? And It's spacing is fine. Alt X. Okay, this is really aggressive. And maybe it is what we want, maybe it's not. Random flip, so I don't want the radius variation. Clearing it. Ah, there you go. And the spacing should be like really. I'm doing this in real time because I want you guys to see that we don't have all the answers in 3DCoat. That's why tutorials are good. Okay, so in our case, I'm really not, I don't think it's such a big deal to, place them one by one. But, if you want to be lazy, you can, stack the whole thing and cut off what you don't need. In my case, I will not be lazy. I will be if you use this brush, then you should get an even and do not use jitter. Then you should get an even thickness, even length type of firewood. Well, anyways. And okay, so let's resample these logs to be something more low poly, more nice, and I'll cut off the excess material, excessive parts of the material, and there we go. We have firewood. Now, fire doesn't look like this, so just to show off another feature of 3DCoat, I will be using the painting, vertex painting feature. Let's fill the whole thing with red, and the opacity needs to be 100. I don't want to paint roughness, neither do I want to paint bump. I just want to paint color. So I'm filling. I could have filled the whole layer and then everything would have been red, but anyways, I think even the firewood, which is not what we want. So, and from now on, I'm going to use the brush. I'm going to use the stamp mode. I'm going to use orangey. Okay. We do want to hide the rest of. Yep. Cool. Let's go. Okay, and then eventually we will have to use pure white to exaggerate the heat. And I think we are done. Snow and fire and 3DCoat for your viewing pleasure. I hope this was helpful, and do use 3DCoat for concepts and ideas because it is a fantastic tool. I'm using an older version, so the newer ones have even more to offer. See you in the next one, if there will be one. Cheers.